you guys, it is me, RandomJosh, and I am back again with another Face Mask Friday. And today, as you can probably tell, we are of course doing some makeup. So slightly different, but not really that hugely different to what I normally do. It's just a different style and way of doing it that I've kind of gone with the eyeshadow today. It is a kind of bubblegum inspired look. So I originally planned this out hoping that my hair was going to be a little bit more pastel-y pink, but you know what, it still kind of ties in. And I actually really like this look. I think, to be fair, like, this lockdown has killed my brows and my hair. So as soon as this is over, I am getting my brows threaded, waxed, all of it. And this hair is getting chopped because it is so long, and just when it gets long it gets really crazy. So like, oh, horrid. Anyway, rambling. But yeah, so if you would like to find out how I achieved this gorgeous bubblegum inspired look, then stay tuned. Okay, there you guys. So we are starting off this look with, of course, our base makeup already completed, just to make it nice and easy and simple for you guys. So we're first of all just jumping in, as always, with the Morphe translucent eyeshadow primer. So this is just to obviously get my eyes ready for a good old beating. So I'm just using a brush this time around. So again, we're loving to change everything up recently. So yeah, we're just using a nice brush to essentially work that into the skin, making sure that we've got a nice even base. I did just go in and kind of pat over with my fingers, just to make it essentially extra smooth, extra kind of together, I guess. I don't really know what to say for that, but yeah. So now we're actually jumping in with the Revolution and Patricia Bright Rich in Colour palette. Now we're starting with this absolutely gorgeous shade. I am living for it. It's a nice dark pinky purpley tone, which is called Pillow Talk. So yeah, just basically using that to go towards the outer corner. So we're kind of moving away from the normal cut crease that I tend to do, and we're actually doing a bit more of a just really easy, simple look. So yeah, we're just basically creating a nice winged look with that shade. So yeah, I'm going into the kind of middle of my eye, more or less, because again, we are going to obviously be adding different tones and shades through to blend and complete this look, but it's just to give that initial outer corner a nice pop, so to say. So yeah, we are now going in with the shade Fruit Punch, which again is just a really nice, gorgeous, like, pink shade. So this is our like midpoint shade, which again, joining it in with the darker shade there, just to essentially bring that to a close, and just, yeah, straightening it out as well, because I realized that the initial line that we did was quite flat. So yeah, I just wanted to ensure that that was actually connected, so we've got the room and the right kind of coverage, and just to also give it a little bit extra, because I didn't want it to kind of just fade into the background, if you know what I mean. So yeah, just basically working that through. And I did try and make sure that when I close my eyes, well, open my eyes I should say, that you can still see it. So I did take it a little bit higher than some people are probably used to, but that's just my own personal preference on how I do my eyeshadows. I like to make sure that you can actually see them when I do close my eyes. So yes, now of course we are on to the shade which is called This Pink, wait, this pink's poppin'. So this is our lighter shade, so it's very pastel-y, but it's still got a nice good bit of pigment to it. So yeah, just taking that into the inner corner there of the eye, and again blending and joining it in with the remainder of the pink eyeshadows. And I did just kind of continually go in with that there. But yeah, now we're just actually doing a bit of buffing around, because we've got this nice block clean-ish eyeshadow, but I wanted to kind of blend it in and make it look a little bit more natural-esque. Obviously this is not at all a natural kind of look, but it's just to kind of, rather than it looking very blocky, it's to kind of just fade it into the skin there and just give it a little bit more depth. So yeah, just making sure that we are obviously blending all those lines together, because when I looked back I realised that they did look quite liney, so I did go in again, just touching them up, redefining some of the colours there just to make sure they are popping, but also that they do have a relatively nice blend with them, because otherwise you can see the areas like there, for instance, where the colour stops and starts, which is not really the aim of this look. I kind of want it to be a bit more clean, blended, you know? Obviously we like to have a little bit of crazy and intensity, but that was the aim there. So yeah, that's pretty much done for the top half-ish. So I'm just going in with our light shade again, which is this Pink's Poppin', just on a small little smudger brush, and just basically working that underneath the eye, making sure that we are getting that coverage from the outer corner right the way into the inner corner, not going as far into the very, very corner there. I wanted to leave that bit a little bit blank. And then we actually just went in with the shade Fruit Punch, just to deepen the outer corner, to kind of connect it with what's going on the top there. So it all just kind of seamlessly floats into one, if you understand the lingo there. So I, of course, can never do a look without a bit of glitz and glam. So this is the shade Love Song, which is a really, really nice, subtle pink shimmer shade. So I don't really think the pigment is too intense there, and it's really hard to see on camera actually. But in person, it does have a nice shine and a nice, like, it catches the light really well. So I just wanted to kind of add a little bit, not overdo it and take away from the actual aspect of the makeup itself, but just on that inner corner to kind of give it a little bit more of a pop, you know? So you look in the inner corners and you're like, ooh. So it's almost like contouring of the eye. So now we're just jumping in with our mascara. So yeah, we're just coating the tops of my lashes, ready for, of course, the one and only falsies to arrive. So yes, these are the Indigo Rosé Lotus lashes. These are quite hard to get nowadays. They are very often, I mean, Indigo Rosé does bring them back quite a lot, because they are a charity based lash, which are completely stunning. I live for them. So yeah, just basically applying those as normal, making sure they're extra voluminous I should say. So yeah, now just onto the brows, using my classic Art Deco brow pomade there, just to do what I do every time with these eyebrows. They are not different. They're a little bit bushier than normal because I have not had them done for a while. So yeah, please do not judge them too harshly. They just need a little bit of TLC once this lockdown is over. So yeah, just making sure they look nice and fleeky there. Gorgeous. Yes. And blending it through as well with the spoolie side of the brush. So now that our brows are looking nice and flaky, we are moving on, of course, to the lips. So this is the lipstick from Sugar Pill in the shade Bliss, which is a gorgeous pinky shade with a nice shimmer tone to it. It kind of like reflects almost golden in the light, which I just absolutely live for. So yeah, just making sure they are nice and coated. I think I tried to overdraw them ever so slightly, but we're ignoring that fact. Of course, now finalizing this off with my ice cold Jeffree Star highlights, getting all them high points. Yeah, making sure we are nice and coated and saturated with highlight, just because I needed that extra pop. Who cannot resist the extra pop of this? Look at it. We are killing it. And now just actually taking it on my little finger there, and this is the reason we didn't go fully into the inner corners, was because I wanted to highlight them and make them pop even more. So yeah, just took that through the inner corner there and added the highlight to make it nice and poppy. And finalizing off again with the Morphe Jeffree Star setting spray. Alrighty there, you guys, so that is the final look. I am living! I normally, because like recently I've been doing a lot of like cut creases, so doing it kind of in this way felt so wrong and weird, but I loved it. And just to clarify as well, this is a first time doing this kind of like makeup, so I don't really prepare a huge amount when I do these videos. It's kind of just winging it on the go. But I'm living for it. I love that I kind of went quite out there. You don't have to go as out there as I go with like bringing it out, but I kind of like it. It's more dramatic, like sultry. She's kind of the doll. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, then make sure you are letting me know by giving it a nice little thumbs up and, you know, a cheeky little comment. I love reading through comments. I've been terrible with replying to them recently. Don't know why it doesn't work. I replied to about 20 the other day and I was like, it's not posted them. Why? But yeah, so definitely if you did enjoy this, let me know. And if you do want to, then you can absolutely recreate this or any of my looks. And if you do, I'm curious to see like what you guys can achieve. So always tag me on the social media. You know, I love watching and seeing other people do their makeup and seeing, you know, how people do it and maybe even picking up tips from other people. So if you do wish to recreate this look, then please do let me know. And definitely check out Revolution for the Patricia Bright Rich in Colour palette. It is super, super pigmented, very intense, bright colours, but they are absolutely stunning, as you can see. Oh, living. But anyway, you guys, I've talked by far more than enough today, so I hope you are having a lovely little lockdown, staying safe, and I will see each and every one of you guys in the next video. Peace out, bitches.